Hello and welcome to the Jank Tank, a weekly series where I build questionable decks and throw them against the constructed ladder. This week we're going to be looking at another blue-red deck. This one is pure combo. We are trying to win by playing Deathbellow Warcry. This card is 8 mana, so we're going to try to cheat it into play a little earlier with an Iron Crag Feat. It's going to add 7 mana, so we can cast it reliably off of 5 if we can resolve the Iron Crag Feat. So Deathbellow Warcry searches your library for up to 4 Minotaur cards with different names and puts them onto the battlefield. Doesn't give them haste, so our third combo piece with this, the Iron Crag Feat, is Perforos Bronze-Blooded. This enchantment will give all of our creatures haste, so we want to play Perforos first, then follow it up with an Iron Crag Feat and Deathbellow Warcry. This is going to put 4 Minotaurs into play, and ideally give us enough power to just punch them in the face and win as soon as we resolve the Warcry. The Minotaurs we're going to get starts out with Neheb. It's a 5/4 Minotaur. He has an ability where you can discard cards to get red mana. It doesn't come up a lot in my experience. Usually, since you've played Iron Crag Feat, you do not get the opportunity to cast anything with that mana. Iron Crag Feat says that you can only cast one more spell, which we use with the Deathbellow Warcry. But he's a 5 power Minotaur, so we're going to play him. We've got Glinthorn Buccaneers, 2 power, but when you discard cards, he deals a damage to each opponent. So there is potential combo if you can connect with Neheb and Glinthorn Buccaneer. You can discard cards from your hands to deal extra damage, but I haven't seen that come up in practice. Usually if they have a kill spell, it's going to hit Neheb. And if they don't have a kill spell, you usually just win. We can also fetch Dreamshaper Shaman for another 5/4 Minotaur. His ability is not particularly relevant, but he is a big beefy Minotaur. We've got Scophos Warleader. It's another large Minotaur. You can give him Menace if your first hit does not connect, or they have a lot of chump blockers. You can sacrifice Perforos after you attack to give him Menace and try and push a little bit more damage through. And Barging Sergeant is just a 4 power Minotaur, but it's got haste on its own, and it has Mentor, which means that if you're attacking with the Glinthorn Buccaneer, it's effectively attacking for 5 power instead of 4. I like him in this deck because sometimes you just have to cast the Deathbellow Warcry without finding Perforos, and getting Barging Sergeant and Glinthorn Buccaneer is still a pretty hefty attack that should force them to block in some way. And hopefully you can finish them off in the following turn. Supporting the rest of this deck, we've got some Storm's Wrath to help clear out early board aggression. We have Bone Crusher Giant because it's a good card. It kills a thing and then blocks a thing or eats removal. It's just really good for helping stabilize those early turns. Queen of Ice I'm trying out. I want to like this card. I'm not really sure it's okay, but it's tapped down some good work before. So you can adventure it to tap a creature they don't untap, so they're not attacking you next turn. And then you can cast her to chump block, and then tap them down again for a whole other turn. So by yourself, you can basically stall for 3 turns. If they don't kill her, obviously. Usually she'll just eat a piece of removal, and then they'll punch you in the face, but you have to try. We've got Fateful Ends, deals 3 damage, and Scries, helps you find your combo pieces. We've got 4 copies of Thrill Possibility and Shimmer Possibility, just to help dig for the pieces we're looking for. And then we've got, at the top end, Thrix. I didn't originally have Thrix in here. He was an odd inclusion for me, but against counterspell decks, if they're very counterspell heavy, they will usually just sit there and not play anything. And normally my response would be like, well, when they tap out to play like a Dreamtrawler or something, then you go for the Deathbellow Warcry. But in practice, they don't have to. They can just wait until they get up to like 9 mana. So I needed something that put some pressure on and wasn't going to get countered. So the way he works against control decks like that is you flash him in at the end of their turn, and they'll either counter him or not counter him. If they don't counter him, then you can follow up on your following turn with Deathbellow Warcry that is uncounterable. You do have to be at 8 mana for that. You can't get there with an Iron Crag Feat because they will just counter the Iron Crag Feat. But Thrix will make the Deathbellow Warcry uncounterable if he resolves. And if they do counter him, then you're probably clear to go ahead and try the Warcry anyways next turn, because hopefully they'll have tapped down significant amounts of their mana. And it's also worth noting, he does make your Perforos cheaper and your Deathbellow Warcry cheaper. So that's nice. I haven't had a chance to test him out, but in theory he should be useful. And he is just kind of solid in the middle of the game to pop in as a surprise blocker, help you extend your longevity. Over here on the land side, I think this is a pretty good land distribution. You shouldn't play the Guild Gates if you've got Steam Vents or Temples of Epiphany. Just substitute them out. But yeah, I've got 6 islands and 12 mountains that seem to work okay for me. You do need a lot of red for Iron Crag feet, so you kind of have to go light on the blue. But yeah, that's the deck. Our game plan is to just stall out, dig for our 3 combo pieces, the Deathbellow, Warcry, Perforos, and Iron Crag feet, and play them as early and reliably as we can. I'll go ahead and let you know right now, this deck is not great. I have not had much success with it on the ladder. It was extremely fun to play in just the play area, but when I went into the Platinum tiers, obviously it got destroyed. So that's a heads up. We're going to see if we can get there. Probably not, but it's worth trying. It's a noble cause. And when it does work, it's worth it. Playing against Howdy. Oh, we've got 2 of our combo pieces. I wish we had more lands. Also part of this combo. 5 lands. But yeah, we'll keep it. It's got a Shimmer possibility and Queen of Ice to stall out. Alright. Yeah, these Guild Gates are not great. Instead of Shimmer possibility, you might want to try Thirst for Meaning. Being able to discard or dig another card is pretty solid. It's a little more expensive, but you see more cards, and that's kind of what's important here. We don't need another Deathbellow, so we're going to get a Mountain. Alright, yeah, we don't want that. I wish there were a way to, I like the Scry because it could put draws like these back into my deck, but I wish there were a way to... Okay, Bluegrass is a good card. A way for me to put this back into my deck, but this Blue Kronos is going nowhere. Oh, it's gotta be combat damage for Queen of Ice. She's not gonna deal any damage to the Blue Kronos anyways. Alright, well, we have enough that we can Deathbellow Warcry. That honestly might be the best option right here, instead of waiting for a Perforos. He doesn't have double blue for a Frilled Mystic. He could have a counterspell, though. I'm just gonna go with a Skopos War Leader. If he wants to fight it with Blue Kronos, that's fine by me. It resolved, so I guess. Can't imagine he doesn't have a 4-drop to have played. Maybe, he's probably just sitting on the Blue Kronos mana. No, but he obviously didn't. I don't know what he's got in his hand. Just gonna make a big creature then. Okay, well these are probably a little too big for me to deal with, but that's not gonna stop me from... Oh, okay, there's Perforos. If we don't just die, I think we'll be doing well. That's how it always works, right? We might be dead, or we might win the game. Let's see if we're dead. All those Minotaurs do activate Perforos's devotion, but in this case he's probably... Oh, rude. I mean, he can try and destroy it if he wants. I think that's actually just fine. Alright, we're almost dead. Exactly according to plan. Oh, we could play the steam vents and kill ourselves. It is good strategy. Yeah, we don't have enough to Queen of Ice, too. So we're just going to do the combo. Alright, so we're going to get Glinthorn. No, I don't think we want Glinthorn. It's not big. Oh yeah, okay. We drew the other one. Surprise! This is delightful. I'm so pleased that this deck worked on our first playthrough, because this is the only taste of success we're going to have with this deck for all day. That's excellent. Alright, let's see if we can do it again. No, this is... well, got 2 of the combo pieces, but no mountains. I do have Shimmer and Bone Crusher. I feel like this is a risky keep, but I'll go for it. Got Shimmer possibility to dig for a mountain, so I think we're okay. Then we just need to find 2 more. Well, okay, well the nice thing is I don't have to choose between Perforos and a mountain. The sad thing is I don't have a mountain, and it's kind of important. Alright, very awkward. I will discard the Shaman. And if we don't draw a mountain next turn, I'm just gonna concede. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna win that one. Sorry guys, bad keep there. I thought I could get lucky. Try number 3. Think of all the possibilities. We'll keep it. We've got a lot of digging. I'm sure we'll draw something that isn't just 6 lands. There's a Warcry. We are 2/3 of the way there. Okay. I'm just gonna look at the possibilities. Oh boy. Let's see. Lands. I think the Storm's Wrath's gonna do me a lot better, though. I'm not certain how the Starfield Mystic deck's gonna play. May have been a poor choice. Okay. Yeah, the Storm's Wrath isn't gonna be big enough, unfortunately. Unless he puts it on his 1/1. Ooh, I'm fine with this. Okay, well he's probably gonna buff the heck out of these momentarily, so I'm probably not gonna be able to get it with Storm's Wrath. If he were going to, I would have expected him to already. Let's discard... what do I want to discard? Heb. I have no intention of casting him. Well, we did all the combo pieces, now we just have to find the time to cast them. That's nice. What kind of enchantment is he getting? This deck, the Perforos just kind of dies to a Banishing Light, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has one. I don't know if he's going to go get it, but it might still be in his hand anyways. Nylea. Okay. I think we're clear. Even if he removes Perforos, we're good to just try for the Iron Crag into Deathbellow anyways. Nile I don't think is going to work well for him. I could be wrong, he got a gold. He could play a bunch of green. He could go Yorvo right now. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Kind of expected that. Probably just going to put the counters on it. Yeah. I think we're just gonna Deathbellow this. We're gonna get Barging Sergeant for the haste, Glinthorn, and Dreamshaper. Maybe Scophos? Does have enchantment hate, so we'll go with these guys. And swing. If he would like to trade with a Barging Sergeant, he may. Nice. Thanks. I don't trust it when an opponent saying nice. That usually means, that's cool, but I have a counter for it. But we'll see what happens. Shatter the sky. Like, oh, rip. There go our Minotaurs. We get a consolation card. Okay. Item's growth. Very nice. Yeah, I think that's it. We can swing for quite a bit next turn. And we got Fateful Ends times 2, maybe. There's another Warcry. Yeah, good game. Alright, 2 for 3 so far is pretty fair. Helps when your opponent doesn't have too many early creatures, and you can stick a good Storm's Wrath. I really like Storm's Wrath. It goes in a lot of my red decks. Just kind of a good reset tool. Sometimes it disappoints you though. Like when they play a Dream Trawler, you're like, wow, why couldn't this have done 5 damage to everything? Okay, this is an alright hand. I don't think it's great. I'm never happy to see Neheb in the starting. I've got doubles of them, doubles of each of the Minotaurs in this deck just to play it safe and have redundancy, but it's very easy for me to just draw the other Neheb at this point. Oh, that's pretty good. It's a good start. We're going to stomp the Alseid and hope he doesn't have another source of life gain. If he does not, then we can Fateful End next turn. If he does, we may just be out of luck. Nice! Alright. So I think we're out of luck. So I can Fateful End one of his guys, but just kill the Healer's Hawk. He's probably got a Banishing Light or something. More creatures. Oh yeah, seems real good. I don't think we're winning this one, guys.
Find your inner strength.
So yeah, I think our play is to just block the Bone Crusher and Fateful End as a Johnny. The Pride Mate, that is. And hope that does something. Yeah, seems good.
A pure soul can inspire others.
Yep. Oh, he's taking no chances. We'll have to kill this one. Do I need that land? Yes, actually. That's a really big Pride Mate. Alright, we'll play Perforos. No attack. Gain a life and draw a card. Oh, interesting. That is a lot for 6 mana.
Proud of those who walk beside you.
That seems to be working though. Alright, so obviously we are chump blocking here. He should swing for the others, there's no reason not to. I mean, I guess my haste is a good reason not to, that's fair. Alright, let's see if we draw an Iron Crag Feet. We get another Perforos, that seems like it's almost, yep, we're... Are we completely done? I can Neheb, hit it, no damage, yeah, we're done. Oh, give him a good game. Yeah, just barely couldn't get that Pride Mate killed. It's too bad. It's got some possibility. I've got 3 lands, so I'll keep it. Mulliganing is okay with this deck because you can usually pitch back on Minotaur that you didn't want in your hand anyways. But you do need a lot of lands. Like, you need 3 specific cards and lands and whatever it takes to stabilize. I don't like going down to 6, so I usually will mulligan if I don't get one of the 3 pieces I'm looking for. Oh, Cauldron of Eternity. Interesting. We're going to pretend that we have an Omen of the Forge. Rule of Possibility. Let's discard, oh. Not that one. This one. Let's discard a land. I have faith in my ability to draw a bunch more lands. I don't think this is Queen of Iceable, or at least not necessary to. I'm going to bide my time. If he doesn't play something worth hitting with Fateful End, I will just more Possibility. It looks like he's stuck on lands, which could be an opportunity for us. I don't want this Shaman. There's Perforos. Okay, so this is Possibility or Fateful End. I'm going to plan on Fateful Ending the Mire Triton. Oh, there's blue. That's not a good sign for us. Makes me wish I had kept the other island. Oh, it was foolish of me to throw it away, actually. I'm not used to playing with Thrix. Alright, let's see if this works. Thrill. I don't think I want it. An island. We're so good at this game. I don't need Thrix yet, so I'm going to play Shimmer. And that is our last combo piece. Oh, that's no fun. Yeah, obviously, if you guys didn't catch, this deck just gets destroyed by hand removal like this, Agonizing Demise and Thought Erasure. Okay, we took the feat. Let's go play Perforos. I bet you he's going to cast another one. I think he took the feat because that'll buy him time to get the Warcry a second time. Pibbleton. Okay. Kind of want to just kill it. You know he's not going to do good things with that. However, I do need to find a replacement Iron Crag feat. Or lands. I can go with Thrix. I'm gonna play Thrix this turn. He can counter it if he wants. It's the target of a spell. Yeah, I figured it was gonna be something like that. It's usually the reason people play Fibblethip is to bounce with Thassa. Alright, so I guess he just forgot that I have Thrix in my hand. We will consider the possibilities. I think... And there's an argument to be made for the island now, but I think actually Neheb is pretty sweet. I can sneak attack him. We'll go again. Mountain. Alright, so now he's obviously holding up counterspell magic for some reason. Do I want to go ahead and just throw Neheb out? I don't think he's got board wipes in black. Sure. Let's put Neheb into play. Could just be running removal, I guess. Gotta eat through it at some point. Yeah. It's alright, it was gonna die anyways. Dealt 2 damage instead of 5. Agent of Treachery. Now treacherous. Okay. I really don't like Agent of Treachery. Oh, he's gonna steal Perforos too. I'm just gonna concede. Agent of Treachery is a pretty dumb card. Usually a control deck has to spend an extra card to bounce a permanent they didn't counter back to hand before they counter it when you try and replay it, and then it just gets killed. Agent of Treachery is like, oh, you got 7 mana? Sure. Whatever you didn't bother countering, I'll just take it. Seems good. I don't mind it comboing a Thassa. Like, that's a strong combo, but Thassa's not the problem there. It's Agent of Treachery. I think top-end cards in Magic are too powerful. Being able to resolve an 8-mana spell like Deathbellow Warcry, being able to resolve it is usually game-ending. And people would argue that that's kind of how it should be balanced, but yeah, I don't think getting to 8 lands should be so strong. Alright, let's see what we can find. So we can get the Warcry. That's a good Bone Crusher. We're just gonna Shimmer again. I guess I need lands. Didn't have much luck with those Shimmers. Still missing Perforos and Ironcrag. It's a fine line for numbers on those. I'm on 3 for Perforos and Warcry, because it's kind of pointless to draw multiples of them, so I don't want to get too many copies, but I also do need to find one reliably. Okay, so we got Thrill. We're just gonna play Neheb, watch him counter it. Not counter it, but I mean like Lava Coil. Well, he's thinking about it. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna follow up with more removal. Yeah, do what you gotta do. I wonder if that just means that I can just, like, play creatures and attack them now. Like, he didn't have 4 damage removal. He's probably not gonna have 5. Okay. Fill up that discard pile. Attacking with normal minotaurs that you hardcast was not the game plan, but I'm not above it. Alright, so yeah, I think Thrill discarding Bone Crusher is probably what's gonna happen here. Unless I need to do 5 damage to something. Then I can Bone Crusher and Fateful End. Yeah, okay. Don't want that. Okay, Thrix. That's something. Alright, so he can play whatever he wants to now. Okay. Got it. He's killing me so hard. Alright, so do I play Thrix? Yeah. Just play that before you untap style counterspell magic. You're 2 away from playing just a regular Deathbellow Warcry. Oh, 1 away. We untap a land and Thrix survives, we can actually just play it. Alright, he goes for Uro. I mean, I guess he has his lands available anyways, so that's fine. Alright, we did the land thing. Let's just go ahead and play it out before it can get countered. Go Spiral. Fortunately, there's not a profitable attack into Uro. So I'm just gonna get... Click. Oh, yeah, I guess these 4 because I played the others. Yeah. Just Thrix. Let's see what he's got. Could be an Agent of Treachery. These Uro decks do like Agent of Treachery. Storm's Wrath. Okay. Guess so. It's a good card. Interesting. Oops. I was not supposed to play that. I am bad at this game. It has been nice letting him spend cards so freely, being able to spend 2 pieces of removal on several different creatures. It's worked out pretty well for him. Without Uro, his hand would pretty much be empty right now, but here we are. Okay. I don't like it, but it seems good. 4 damage, we're going to Queen of Ice his Uro because we can't afford that to keep untapping and drawing and gaining 3 life. It's like a little mini Dream Trawler, basically. Uro's pretty bonkers. I've never played with Uro. He seems quite good though. Okay. I presume he's got like another Bone Crusher to follow it up with. No, I guess a literal Bone Crusher. I don't think there are a lot of cards I can draw that'll actually win this game for me. Not with 5 cards in his hand. Yeah, that's not one of them though. Let's see if there's anything good. Ironcrag Feet and Deathbellow Warcry would be nice. It's pushing it though. Yeah, alright, so we're going to tap down a 0 again. Is he just gonna kill me? Is he just gonna explosion again for all of the damage? Seems likely. Oh, seems good. And he can put in that Uro straight into play if he wants to. Yeah, we're not gonna win this one. Yeah. Oh, he just hardcast another one. Alright, we're clearly not gonna win. I'm not gonna sit around waiting for him to finish drawing his deck. It's completely unnecessary. Well, let's try one more game. If that goes quickly, I'm going to go back and throw in a couple modifications that I've been meaning to try with this deck. I haven't had a lot of time to test it because I've been spending a lot of time drafting to try and rebuild my wild cards. This is not a good hand. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan this one. This is also not good, but I don't like going to 5. We're just gonna get lucky with our draws. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna destroy this one. I'm going to play the Bone Crusher Giant. I think that's going to be fine. Okay. That's, yeah, I'm really okay with that. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just gonna kill the Alseid then. Don't want to get encounters. We'll keep that. I do need it. I'd rather have an island, but let's see if Perforos gets exiled. Yep. Yeah, there's not really anything I can do about that. Just hope that he doesn't have any good threats that, yeah. Fortunately, he's not gaining any life, so I can Storm's Wrath. Seems really good, though. Okay. I think we're just dead. Considering I can't Deathbellow. Oh, don't good game me yet. Okay, now it's a good game. Don't do that, though. People can have responses. I could have, like, an unsummon right now. Yeah. Don't preemptive good game. You don't know what your opponent has, especially if they're sitting on untapped blue mana. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Right, well, let's look at the deck, and since we've got a little bit of extra time, let's try out some modifications. So, I think Heraldic Banner's the first one I want to actually try out in this deck, because it will make my attacks a little bit stronger. It pumps mana so you can get off the ground a little bit faster. And toss in, I think, 3 of them. I really don't know what I'm taking out, though. I guess Ice Queen. That's probably the most direct. She buys a turn, this accelerates me a turn. Take out 1 thrill possibility. Let's see. That's really all I want to try right now. I want to see how that does. I think I'll like be able to turn 4 Perforos, assuming it doesn't get countered. Okay. Doesn't have a combo piece in it, so I probably should have mulliganed, but this is what we're doing. We're Bone Crusher in. Alright, these are not great draws. Excuse me. Okay. Interesting. Presumably that means he has something he wants to flicker. No, I should have played that first. Can't believe I'm so bad at Magic. Okay. So we can just Iron Crag Feet right now. I think we're just gonna bet that he has a counter spell up, though. You got it. What are the odds of him having a board wipe? I bet I can And if I had gone blue, I could have Thrixed right now. That would be good. Alright, we're gonna do it. Because resolving Deathbellow Warcry is the only joy this deck has. Oh, if he quenches this, I'm gonna be disappointed. I didn't look. He clearly has something. Okay, let's see. So we're getting Neheb, Dream Shaper, Barging, Scophos? I think instead of Barging I want Glinthorn. Alright, let's see if he has something. Man, it's so much more damage with the Heraldic Banner. It's a thoughtful pause. I mean, if he has an Agent of Treachery, then that would be pretty good. I don't think he has enough mana. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if he plays a land, he could Agent of Treachery, and I would pretty much just lose. Because that's a good combo. Alright. We cast a spell and won. Good job, everyone. We'll do a few more. Yeah, I like this deck. It folds to a lot of things, but that's kind of how bad decks are. But sometimes it wins. So I like this half, I don't like any of this. But Thrill and Shimmer is probably keepable. Bone Crusher is solid. Don't like Neheb, but I can dig for the stuff I need. Shimmers of possibilities. Alright, we're gonna get a Warcry. He is going to also consider the possibilities. Excellent. We'll just think about all the things. I'm gonna thrill a possibility, discarding the Heb. Alright, we got some lands. That's okay. I think lands are good here. I just need to resolve a Perforos, and we're pretty much there. That's a fairy. How exciting.
Here goes nothing.
I'm just gonna play the giant. I don't know if it's good, but if he minus 3s to bounce it back, then I can finish off the fairy with a Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, this is exciting. Everyone loves Fires of Invention. Okay, so he's tapped out, and he can't counter things now.
Let's try this.
Alright. Guess what we're doing? It's gonna be Ironcrag Feet to Deathbellow Warcry. Let's see if we can just kill him. Glinthorn, Barging, Neheb, and Dream Shaper. I think I probably should be killing Teferi here, but I didn't. Let's see what he does. Shatter the Sky upsets this. He can bounce stuff that's not good for me. Like Neheb's not going to connect, obviously. He cannot get Euro. He's going to go get something. Time wipe. Okay. That's fun. Everyone loves Fire's decks. Oh man, I don't quite have enough mana. That's too bad. Let's see. So this is going to do the most damage, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, not going to have enough no matter what. This is going to do 2, and then I can pitch 1 for 3 damage versus 4 damage. I think this is going to do a little bit more. Now he plays a Planeswalker and just starts stabilizing. Nicol Bolas destroys my permanent. Oh, that's a lot of life to gain.
I've got it.
Alright, we lost. We didn't do it. Ah, sweet lands. And no damage. I probably shouldn't have attacked with the 4-2, but to be honest, it was going to get bounced by Teferi anyways. I think I'm just gonna, yeah, we've clearly lost this. He can get whatever he needs from his deck. That's fun. That would have been one of those games where the Torchbearer would have worked better. This is okay. I think I just want another land. Just red. We're gonna play out Neheb and see if he just dies. I presume so. When you play a strong creature like Neheb as your first creature, it's just gonna run into the removal. That's how this game works. I was thinking. Potentially disappointed he doesn't have a third land drop. No, he does. This works. Okay. Interesting. Tess's champion. Quite strong. Alright, we're obviously going to destroy that Setessan champion. I actually kind of like all of these cards. I'm gonna decline that and just kill the champion. Yeah, I'll take a Perforous. I'm gonna play out the Bone Crusher Giant. I suspect that his deck's going to be a little too big to snipe off 2 toughness creatures. Yeah. Alright, so he's a little behind right now. should just be good pushing the assault. He's gonna need something, yeah. Discard 2, looking for burn. Didn't find it, but I have a purpose. Seems good. And he's not completely dead yet. Got some work to do still. I mean, if he doesn't have anything else, then yeah, probably. Yeah, okay. That's not good news for him. That's how it goes sometimes. So Tessin Champion's strong, but it does invite removal blowouts like that. Usually you can get your card value back by just drawing off of him, but when you're playing a bunch of enchantments, you really need to stick them on a good creature. I think this will be our last game for this show. Yeah, it seems okay. Not great. Yep, not good for us. Love a Bone Crusher Giant. We get nothing. This Thrix may help us out. I got my mountain. Alright, and we have nothing to do but play Heraldic Banner. Hopefully he just plays out some creatures for us to kill with Storm's Wrath. Not... I didn't mean hasty creatures. Alright, he's just pulled lands, which is really doing us a favor at this point. Storm's Wrath. Yeah, that's a good card. Yeah, I think our best bet is just to go ahead and kill Anax. It's a good card. I don't want to mess around with it. 5 is enough lands. He does still get the 1/1. Seems good. Oh. Nice! I don't like that.
Steady your mind, Rowan.
And I will inspire your heart.
It's a lot of damage. So, yeah. We are just going to block with Thrix. I hope. I wasn't expecting the blue here. Yeah, you got it.
Fear is a tool. Use it.
Punch should be pretty good. I was looking at my mana, so I assume this is getting punched. If not, any burn will also kill Thrix without losing his token. Or you can just bounce it. That's cool. Just a little bit behind here. Yeah, alright, we're definitely toast. I was not expecting the Royal Scions here. Unfortunately, I don't really have a good block option. Yeah, I don't know if there's a good play. I mean, it's still Thrix. Thrix is still the thing that's going to be able to punish the Royal Scions, so I don't think it's going to work, and I don't think I need to spend a lot of time debating, because he's just going to untap and burn me.
You will not block our noble path.
Try it again. See if we get Brazen Borrower number 2. We're still blocking. Let's see. So it is possible that we get Iron Crag and a land, or almost. That we lose here. Alright. Well, I did like the banner. I think we would have been okay there if I had played Thrix against the Anax instead. I probably would have gotten bounced. I don't know. That Scion's pretty much wrecked us, though. Let's see, so for the deck, you guys already saw I recommended the Heraldic Banner. Torch Courier is an option as a substitute for Perforos if you either don't have them or you want something a little faster. You can play Torch Courier. He will sack to give 1 creature haste, so you can have him in play before you play the Deathbellow Warcry, and give your Neheb haste, which will give you a lot more damage. It's still not as good as Perforos, but it is a lot cheaper. I would play it, except I'm pretty sure that the Torch Courier would just get killed. I don't think he would survive to actually give anything haste. He's just too small, and you have to play him in advance. It's pretty easily telegraphed, but you can give it a shot. I have not tested it, so it should make your deck a little bit thinner, or not thinner, but lower to the ground faster. We didn't really run into any blue counterspell decks, but if you do, you can try Fry and Mystical Dispute. They'll give you a bit of a mana advantage in dealing with their stuff. You can take Mystical Dispute for when you're trying to protect your Deathbellow Warcry. You'll need 9 mana at that point, or 6 lands if you've got Iron Crag Feet, which is not impossible. And I thought about testing out Royal Scions too. They're going to help you filter, and if you're playing creatures out, like the Bone Crusher Giant, they can help you turn it into an aggressive game by attacking, and put your opponent on the defensive so they aren't killing you. And they'll be gaining loyalty every turn, so they'll act like a extra life reserve, because you go up to 6 or 7, they've got to do that damage to you, or else you're going to keep plussing up, eventually draw 4 cards and deal damage, or just filter into what you need. So they're probably good value. I don't know what I would replace. It's probably going to be a Shimmer possibility at this point. You'd have to tinker around with it. Maybe take out the Fateful Ones. I don't like that idea, though. I think having removal to interact with them is necessary. But yeah, you can also take this deck, if you put back the Ice Queens back in, you can turn it into kind of an adventure tempo deck instead. You get rid of the Deathbellow Warcry, but you can play like creature-based Bone Crusher Giants and Ice Queens. Probably play the Lucky Coin as well for the adventure procs. And basically just keep their stuff tapped down while you attack. You'll want to play more aggressive 1-drops in that slot, so that you can, like the Torch Couriers would probably be good, so that you can keep using up all your mana every turn, and just try and out mana advantage them. I think in the 1-drops you're probably looking at like Torch Courier and Fervent Champions, even though you don't have any Knights. It's still a 1/1 hasty. And then at the 2-drop, I would definitely run the Runaway Steamkin. That's a possibility. I've had surprising amounts of games where I would just play out my early creatures with the Ice Queen and just kind of play an aggressive game, and then eventually be like, well, here's what I was doing, here's a Deathbellow Warcry. It's interesting. Deck's got some attack to it, so you can try it like that, but it is definitely a different deck archetype. So yeah, next week I'll definitely be putting up another drafting video. I'm back down to one rare wild card, so I need to replenish the stores. So I'll be doing some drafting, and we'll see what I have for next week. I think it's going to be another Izzet deck. Yeah, I think I'm going to try the... There's a bunch of War of the Spark Izzet cards that I haven't played with that I want to try. So I'm probably going to be doing like a spell type Izzet. It's not really control, just kind of spell aggro. We'll see if it works. Maybe I'll have to come up with something completely different. But that's the deck, so I'll see you guys next week.